actually is not progressing. It is undermining democracy. There is no democracy in Zimbabwe. There hasn't been democracy since 1980. And although this soldier claims that Robert Gabriel Mugabe won elections in 1980, I don't think he won elections also in 1980. ZANU-PF has been a party of violence. It never won any elections. It has been leading the country through violence, through intimidation and fear. This is why the country is retrogressive. It's known worldwide. All multilateral institutions have that truth. Guess what? One of the former military personnel, known as Kelvin Muchineripi, a former lieutenant in the Zimbabwe National Army, who later moved to the United States and joined the U.S. Army National Guard, explains why he left Zimbabwe and how elections were manipulated. Greetings and welcome to your lovely channel, Little Pani Global News. If you are watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. Let's listen to the man actually speaking.
Iro rimwe rawazondituka iro rengakasungira nyoka muhuro baba ndakatozoona kuti aiwa rege ndibve kuzimbabwe handikarambe chiseva maami ndichishandiswa ene effort yangu ndoshandira mahara panapa mani so ndakazoti aiwa rege ndiende kuamerica ndinojoina army national guard ndosenza hangu chirungu ndichienda kucollege ndikadai ndokona kutransfer kubva kunational guard ndotoenda active duty ndobvumirwa futi zvakuti pena ndiri kuda here ndokuudzai chokwadi hamuna mvura mamawina futi maelections acho 2018 amisa akawina maelections 2018 vanhu vakave involved pakunoriga maelections amwe acho akabva kuarmy zvekutaura vachinzi army iri involved panyaya dzemaelections ari kuenda inosenza kuzeki chacho chokwadi akwasi kunyepa kwekwe ndokutaurirei mazita chaichaivo vanhu vakaenda kunoshandisa kuriga maelections vakashanda nemarections vakanomanipulezine database revoters roll ndokuudzai chokwadi ndokurotomokerai chokwadi panapa kana muri kuda futi ndikona kutaura nemazita musade unditokonya hamuna wina maelections kana even 2023 hamuna wina maelections kunzanzi akona ballot paper lichika zita remunhu nonzi vakabudira kuundikiseni kumusha kwako kanuchi apa munhu anenge achiziva kuti ndakarejistira kupi andoziziva mukuru paripo paakagara kuti hapana paakabhowina maelections kupira kwega kwega bob watori nani akatombowina 1980 akambowinawo zvimo kumashuruchiya uyamukuru haanaakabowina maelections sade kuti tokonya mani tinoziziva masecrets ese mani tinovaziva toziva maarmy general vanovakisirwa dzimba dzemamillions vanopiwa maplots vanopiwa mafarms vachipiwa mota vanobribwa vanobhandurwa mari kuti tiva vakomana kumazasi kuramba muchiti pamberi nemusangano avo vanhu vacho vari kuita detrike chekuzasi vane marenga kumashure kokoko vari kutambura kupiwa $300 vari kukanga waya toziva.
So this is a former military personnel in Zimbabwe saying they know that ZANU-PF has never won elections. They use army, they bribed the military chefs so that the juniors in army are commanded to be actually chanting slogans within the military barracks. And the president gets to stay in power. Indicates that in 2018 it was Nelson Chamisa who outrightly won elections. And I think we know that he won elections, but Emerson Tambuzo Mnangagwa rigged these elections. And equally so, in 2023, it is said it was very, very pathetic. That is why Mnangagwa doesn't want to go through this process of realizing that he is hated by the people of Zimbabwe. The numbers that came through the first day, that is why ZANU-PF went in a silent mood. until Patrick Chinamasa resurfaced later on at night after they had done the work. These are experienced rigging masters. So this military personnel saying that we know even the names of people that were used to actually rig these elections. That is now part of the National Guard within the Zimbabwe, within the American military. In fact, it's from the Zimbabwean military. So it's good to have such people with such information, and also being part of the foreign military of a superpower, having this knowledge. I'm sure that also he has shared this knowledge and intelligence with the intelligence community of America. So it's known. I think it's known. I've said it. I don't, if you want to see that, look at in Bulawayo. In Bulawayo, ZANU-PF has never been voted into power. And I strongly believe even these recent wins, you saw how they were doing it. They were telling the voters, go and vote. If you come with the proof that you voted for ZANU-PF, most probably they will ask you to take a picture of the ballot paper after putting an X, and you go, they give you a millimeter, they give you a cooking oil. This is how ZANU-PF can only win elections. Unfortunately, they are always vulnerable people, and that vulnerability is created itself by ZANU-PF. So ZANU-PF has never won elections since 1980. That's why I've always said Zimbabwe needs an overhaul of the system. We need leaders that are, just imagine, the moment Zimbabwe gets to have leaders that are elected by people, it will be a nice thing even for the military. Military personnel will live a good and a better life. They would never have to be bribed by someone. There won't be a need. If someone is elected by the people, supported by the people, then you will see everything will progress well. If people decide to say, no, your time is up, you actually hand over power to the next person, and the next person, people say, no, you are not doing right, it's time to end your leadership, just like that. Like what happens in South Africa, what happens in Zambia, what happens in other countries. That is why you see there is a significant progress in those countries. Their people cannot actually go to other countries the way Zimbabweans are flighting other countries. It is because we have no country to talk about. ZANU-PF is actually destroyed Zimbabwe. Thank you very much for watching us. If you are watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. You can financially support this channel by pressing the join button and be part of our members who are the heartbeat of this channel. You can equally do so by pressing the thanks button and send us stars. Umhlabane is signing off. Let me love and leave you. Let's meet on the other side of the live program.